Live from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Good evening and welcome to the National News broadcast, bringing to you live from the National News Studios here at Rupavahini. We are ready to bring you the top stories here at home and around the world. I am Charita Binipurarachi.
And I'm Kasni Balachandra Adhikari. Let's start off with a look at your headlines for tonight.
Delivery of official polling cards has been conducted today as well. Thalatha, who left Sajid, joins the President's Valimada rally. Mahavir Senadiraja says Ranil Wickremesinghe would emerge victorious. Sajid in readiness to enter into a new agreement with the IMF. Anura says his program is to hand over political rights to the younger generation. Namal says hatred politics is not their policy. Bangladesh University community requests a revolutionary change in the job market.
On to those and other stories in detail now, and starting off with the top story. Today has been declared as a special day in the delivery of official polling cards of the presidential election.
The Postal Department says delivery of official poll cards has commenced at 8 a.m. and ended at 6 p.m. The delivery of the official poll cards has commenced on the 3rd of this month. The Department of Post say up to now around 3 million cards have been delivered, and today has been deployed as a special day with the objective of expediting the distribution process. Our correspondents say delivery of the official poll cards to every region in the island is presently taking place. Today being a Sunday was selected as many residents usually remain in their houses, and that would facilitate the delivery services. Chairman of the Election Commission R.M.A.L. Ratnayake said that delivery of polling cards will be conducted till the 14th of this month. He added that voters who have not received their official poll cards by the 14th of this month should inquire from the nearest respective post office.
And meanwhile, former parliamentarian Thalatha Athukora has joined the public meeting organized in the Valimada town today. To consolidate the victory of President Ranil Wickremesinghe at the forthcoming presidential election, this rally was organized. Thalatha Athukora was elected to Parliament at the first general election representing the Samaki Janapalawega, has resigned from her parliamentary post recently. She had received a rousing welcome from the people upon arrival at the public meeting in Valimada. Former parliamentarian Thalatha Athukora said that they have taken correct decision, and as a result she has joined the public meeting to secure the victory of independent candidate President Ranil Wickremesinghe. He said that she was with Ranil Wickremesinghe for 16 years and 4 years with Sajid Premadasa. The former parliamentarian further said that she is aware of the shortcomings and successes of both these leaders. Thalatha Athukora further said that he wished to secure the victory of Ranil Wickremesinghe, who took over the responsibility to create a conducive environment and fulfill the task successfully.
අඩුපාඩුකම් සාර්ථකත්වය මම හොඳට දන්නවා. ප්‍රශ්න රාශියක් ඉතුරු කරලා පැනලා ගිය ජනාධිපතිවරයෙක් ගිය වෙලාවක තමුන්නාන්සේලාගේ වගකීම බාර අරගෙන මේ රටේ හැම කෙනාටම හොඳින් ජීවත් වෙන්න පුළුවන් වාතාවරණයක් ඇති කරපු රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ ස්වාධීන අපේක්ෂකතුමාව ජයග්‍රහණය කිරීම තමයි මගේ එකම අවශ්‍යතාවය. සජිත්ගේ මට එක ප්‍රශ්නයක්.
President Ranil Wickremesinghe said that there are two policy statements with Sajid Premadasa. He added that he was a problem as to which policy statement should be selected. President Ranil Wickremesinghe said that he is planning to create an export-oriented economy. He also said that although Anurukumara has also stated that he wanted to create an export-oriented economy, two questions have arisen. The President said in his policy statement it had been stated that the free trade agreement would be abolished. However, without this agreement, it would be impossible to engage in exporting. He further said that Sunil Hadurnetti has filed a case against the Economic Transformation Draft Bill, stating that creating of export-oriented industries is against the Constitution. The President said that this has caused a problematic situation and asked him to respond. The President added that although Anurukumara did not reply to this query, he has responded to the query raised by him regarding his Jaffna speech. He hoped that Anura, after recovery, would respond to these queries, and the President further said that he has no intention to talk about Sajid as he had only a little to say about him.
වේවා කියා ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා මේකට ඇවිල්ලා පිළිතුරු දෙන්න. ඒත් එතුමා ඒකට පිළිතුරු දුන්නට ඊයේ මං යාපනය කරපු කතාවට පිළිතුරු දීලා තිබුණා. මේකට පිළිතුරු දෙන්න බෑ. යාපනයේ කතාවට පිළිතුරු දෙන්න. ඉතින් මං අහන්නේ මොකද්ද මේකේ තේරුම? අනුර කුමාර මිතුරා මේකට පිළිතුරු දෙනකන් හැම වේදිකාවෙන්ම මම මේ ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න යනවා. ඒ නිසා ඔබතුමා විගහට සුවපත් වෙලා ඇවිල්ලා අඩු ගානේ මේවට පිළිතුරු දෙනවා මං බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. මං සජිත් ගැන ඉතින් තව කතා කරන්න වැඩක් නැහැ. මං ඒ වැඩ කටයුත්ත අපේ මන්ත්‍රී
Former Minister Harry Fernandez said that had it not been for Ranil Wickremesinghe, the country would have been destroyed like Bangladesh today. The Maldives is in a collapsed state today. There is no government in there today. He further said that a person like Ranil, who had taken over the country at a difficult period and fulfilled his obligations, could not be defeated. Parliamentarian Chamara Sampath Dasanayake said that the NPP has also conducted a meeting in the same location and challenged other parties to fill the premises with people. Dasanayake said that there was a bigger crowd in today's meeting than in the meeting conducted by them. President Ranil Wickremesinghe has attended the Puluwan Sri Lanka public rally in Kunkuja Batiklo this morning. Large crowd was witnessed at this meeting. Minister Nimal Siripal De Silva said that it should be noted that none of the candidates running in this presidential election have a platform as prominent or as unified as one centered around Ranil Wickremesinghe's Puluwan Sri Lanka initiative. State Minister Sivanesh Durai Chandrakanthan said that the Eastern Province has historically been known for its ability to make timely and effective decisions. The people of Batiklu district are rallying together to ensure President Ranil Wickremesinghe's victory. Once President Wickremesinghe assumes office on the 21st, he plans to further accelerate development in the Eastern Province. His victory in the upcoming presidential election represents a crucial first step towards strengthening the district's influence. He said that they must strive to secure a margin of over 100,000 votes for the president from the district. State Minister Sathasivam Vyalayendran said that during the economic collapse that plunged the country into darkness, Anura and Sajid did not step forward to offer support. Similarly, a patient in a critical condition was painstakingly transferred from the emergency unit to a general ward. The situation in the country reflects this analogy, and can a patient in a general ward be fully cured and sent home? President Ranil Wickremesinghe said that Sajid Premadasa and Anurukumara Disanayake have no solid principles. When problems arise, they run away and cannot be relied upon. They offer various excuses but no real solutions. They have no plans to move the nation forward, and he said that they cannot entrust the country to such a group.
President Ranil Wickremesinghe met with Ilanke Tamil Arusakachi leader Mave Senadiraja yesterday. The meeting was held at the residence of ITAC leader Senadiraja in Kankasanture, Jaffna. President Wickremesinghe attended two Puluwan Sri Lanka victory rallies in Jaffna yesterday. Following these events, he visited ITAC leader Senadiraja's residence in Kankasanture for a discussion. ITAC leader Senadiraja extended a warm welcome to the president during his visit. The discussion focused on the current political landscape, the challenges confronting the Tamil community, and the ongoing development initiatives in the north. Leader of the Lanka Tamil Arusakachi, Mavesena Adiraja, expressed strong confidence in President Ranil Wickremesinghe's anticipated victory in the upcoming presidential election. He said that he believes that the president will not only address the issues faced by the Tamil community, but will also spearhead the development of the northern province.
அந்த அடிப்படையிலும் போர்னாலே பாதிக்கப்பட்ட இந்த பிரதேசத்திலும் பொருளாதார ரீதியாகவும் நீங்கள் பலமான ஒரு எதிர்காலத்தை கட்டியெழுப்ப வேண்டும் என்று கேட்டிருந்தோம். தான் அதை தேர்தல் முடிந்ததும் தானும் அந்த நிலைப்பாட்டில் இந்த நாட்டை கட்டியெழுப்புவதில் நான் நம்பிக்கை கொண்டிருக்கின்றேன் என்று குறிப்பிட்டார்.
And meanwhile, presidential candidate Sajith Premadasa says discussions have been conducted with the International Monetary Fund regarding a new agreement which should bring relief to the people. He has made these remarks addressing a public meeting in Kolonnavar yesterday. The meeting has been organized to secure victory of the Samagi Janabalawege at the presidential election. Sajith Premadasa has also said on this occasion that a new development would be unleashed in the Colombo district under a government of his leadership. Presidential candidate Sajith Premadasa said that all joined with them are adhering to several policies. Their all meeting are conducted according to a program. Sajith Premadasa further said that livelihood development would be undertaken in all 15 electorates in the Colombo district. Lifestyle of the people would be strengthened and measures will be taken to hand them over the benefits of the economic progress. The presidential candidate added that they are hoping to bring about the new development in the Colombo district in an anticipate to create 1 billion new entrepreneurs within an information technology centered education process. He is called upon not to be deceived by cunning politics which misguides the masses. Sajith Premadasa added that they have already completed several rounds of talks with the IMF. With the dawn of a common man's era in 21st, he called upon the people to enter a deep country with more benefits and with less pressures.
ජනතාවගේ කරපිට හිස මත අඩු පීඩනයක් පටවන ඔබට සහන ලැබෙන අලුත් කිවිසුමකට අපි රටක් හැටියට ප්‍රවේශ වෙනවා.
Parliamentarian S.M. Marikar said that the work to be conducted within the next 5 years for the Kolonnavar have been given in writing. A maiden task would be to turn Kolonnavar town into Mullaeriyawa new town into smart towns. The IDH Kolonnavar road and the Ambatale Grand Pass road would be turned into 3 lanes and entire Kolonnavar town would be turned into a commercial town. Parliamentarian S.M. Marikar further said that Mullaeriyawa Rahula Vidyalaya, Sedawata Siddhartha Vidyalaya, Edurevira Sarachandra Vidyalaya and Rajasingha Vidyalaya would be turned into national schools. Efforts would be made to send children to universities. The Beitotabulla bus depot would be relocated to facilitate the setting up of a college to provide trilingual education to the children of Kolonnavar. He further said that the 2 pump houses would be constructed in both the Patumaga and Kalalpalaba. This JB parliamentarian further said that a complete solution would be provided to the flood situation. He added that a proud Kolonnavar where all would be able to live with gallantry and all could retain their financial strength would be unleashed on the 21st.
හැම කෙනාගේම අතමිට මුදල් සැරිසරන ඒ වගේම අභිමානයෙන් ජීවත් වෙන්න පුළුවන් කොළොන්නාවක් 21 වෙනිදා ඉඳලා ආරම්භ කරනවා කියන කියන්න ඕන.
Parliamentarian Mujibur Rahman said that a unfair would be made a president after President Ranasinghe Premadasa. He also said that Anuda Kumar Dissanayaka went to Jaffna and threatened the people. He added that they now know that Sajith Premadasa's victory is certain. Mujibur Rahman added that Sajith Premadasa's victory could not be reversed in the same manner through threats in the 88-89 period.
Sajith Premadasage මැතිතුමාගේ ජයග්‍රහණය ස්ථීර වෙලා තියෙනවායි කියන එක අනුරයියාද තේරුම් අරගෙන තියෙනවා. අපි අනුරයියට කියන්න ඕනේ 88 89 තග දාලා මෙරටේ මේ සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාසගේ ජයග්‍රහණය ආපහු හරවන්න බෑ. මගේ අම්මේ තාත්තේ මතක තියාගන්න.
Parliamentarian Dayasri Jayasekara requested not to allow a new group to destabilize the country by placing a cross in the ballot. He added that if there is a correct democratic leader in the country, it is only Sajith Premadasa. He has extended an invitation to the supporters of the Podujana Perabuda to rally around them and to join the program to develop the country.
ભේදයක් නැතුව අද ඊළඟ
Parliamentarian T. Sattanayake said that the people of the country has decided to elect Sajith Premadasa as president disregarding differences based upon Sinhala, Tamil or Muslim ethnic status.
රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ මහත්තයාට කියන්නේ
Presidential candidate Andrew Dissanayake says his government's program would be to transfer political rights to the younger generation and not according to the practice of handing it over from one generation to another. He was addressing the youth conference of the National People's Power at the Sugatadasa Stadium today. The youth conference has been organized with the objective of consolidating the victory of presidential candidate of the NPP, Andrew Dissanayake. Presidential candidate Andrew Dissanayake said that one of the main tasks entrusted upon them is to temporarily acquire to themselves the politics which is currently in the hands of the old and traditional family generations. The NPP leader says this power would then be handed over to the younger generation because they don't believe that this power should always remain with the present party leadership. Andrew Dissanayake also said they have a good understanding on how long the power should remain with themselves, and he also said that they are ready to watch how the younger generation would rule once the power is handed over to them. The NPP presidential candidate also said they are a group of persons who have been trained to let go of power. Chairman of the Youth League of the National People's Power, Eranga Gunasekara, said that the meeting location was today filled with young supporters. He added that they have taken over the challenge to change the existing political system. Eranga Gunasekara also said 10 preliminary problems of the younger generation have been identified. He added that necessary measures have been presented on how to find solutions. Present-day youth unemployment is at 26%. Chairman of the Youth League further said one of their first tasks is to hand over the message that the NPP government is ready to accept the rights pertaining to jobs.
අයිතියක් ලෙස අපි පිළිගන්න සූදානම් කියන පණිවිඩේ අපි ජාතික ජන බලවේග විදියට දෙනවා.
The 25th conference of the Intercompany Employees Union was held at the PD Citizen Stadium in Malikavatta under the leadership of the NPP leader Andrew Dissanayake today. Lal Kanta of the National People's Power said that all types of agitations, namely the agitations in the farmlands, in the private sector, in the state sector and in the student movement, have been diverted to a common field of agitation, and that form of agitation is the election field. It was the oppressed class and the progressive people were unable to record a victory in the election field. However, he added that today both groups have got together. Lal Kanta further said that only 2 weeks left in the election field. He also said that the country and the world by now have accepted the fact that the NPP would emerge victorious in the election struggle by the 21st of this month. Basant Samarasinghe of the NPP said they have come to the verge of realizing the dream that they have all witnessed. This is not a struggle that could be abandoned. This is a struggle waged on behalf of the children. Basant Samarasinghe also said that this is the best investment that could be made on behalf of the society. He called upon all progressives to line up with the NPP from the 22nd onwards to realize the task of building a country which fulfill the aspirations of people with the contributions of the state and private sectors.
වැඩ කරන ජනතා නියෝජිතයන්ද සමග එළඹෙන 21 වෙනිදායෙන් පසුව ඊළඟට හැදෙන ආණ්ඩුව මේ රටේ පෞද්ගලික අංශයේ සේවකයන්ගේද දායකත්වය හැදුව පෞද්ගලික අංශයේ සේවකයන්ගේද බලාපොරොත්තු අරමුණු ඉටු වෙන මේ රට ගොඩනගන පොහොසත් රටක් හදන ලස්සන ජීවිතයක් දෙන සැබෑ ලෙස මේ රට ගොඩනගන ආණ්ඩුවක් ගොඩනැගීම වෙනුවෙන් රජයක් ගොඩනැගීම වෙනුවෙන් ලබන 22 වෙනිදාට රට ගොඩනගන ජාතික ජනබලවේගයේ ජයග්‍රහණය වෙනුවෙන් පෙළගැහෙන්න.
And meanwhile, President Ranil Wickremesinghe visited the Badriya Juma Mosque in Kathankudi 5 this morning. To receive blessings, President Ranil Wickremesinghe visited the Badria Juma Mosque in Kathankudi 5. The Badria Juma Mosque in Kathankudi oversees 2 Juma mosques, 4 other mosques across the island, 7 Quran schools, 2 Arabic colleges and 30 social service organizations. During the visit, the President engaged in a cordial conversation with Alja Abdullah Jawad Alim Waliullah, Chairman of the Trustees, Abdul Rahman Misra and other attendees. During his journey to the mosque, President Wickremesinghe also took the opportunity to meet with the businessmen and owners of the residents of Kathankudi, discussing their issues and gathering their feedback. On more local stories, presidential candidate Namal Rajapaksa says politics based on hatred is not the policy of Sri Lanka Potujana Peramuna. He also reiterated that it is also not their policy to grant promises which are not second to the promises given by rival political parties. Namal Rajapaksa has made these remarks addressing an SLPP propaganda meeting in Kirindewala town yesterday. A group including political representatives in the Gampa district of the party has attended the event. Presidential candidate Namal Rajapaksa said that they don't engage in hatred politics. He also said that problems in the country would not be resolved through mere criticism of a leader of a political party. The SLPP presidential candidate added that he is contesting the election in order to create a government of the party activists after party victory on the 21st. He further said that they are giving only the promises which could be fulfilled. They are delivering promises which they have full confidence in. Namal Rajapaksa added that the country's history had doomed due to the fact of granting promises which are not second in nature to the promises given by the rival political parties and due to the promises of the inability to realize such promises. Today, the political parties have been transformed to such a state. Namal Rajapaksa has also pointed out that they believe the country only through strengthening the party that they could formulate a government. This is also means to safeguard the country. The SLPP candidate also said that the victory of the Pohot tour means the creation of a developed country with ample security that would guarantee a safe tomorrow for children. Parliamentarian Tissa Kutiarach said that it was Ananda Kumar Dissanayake who had created an uprising by spearheading the Aragale. Rajas have also set fire to the houses of 4 activists. Tissa Kutiarach added that if 69 lakhs of voters cast their votes to the NPP, that means they are justifying all the acts committed by the agitators during the Aragale period. State Minister Prasanna Ranawira said that had 69 lakhs of votes and this time the vote base would be divided into 3 portions. Prasanna Ranawira further said that if 30 lakhs out of the total goes to others, still 40 lakhs would remain with the Pohot tour. He said that therefore they would be able to elect the youngest president of the country, Namal Rajapaksa. Venerable Ittakande Sadhati Satero, recitating a poem, pointed out that Namal Rajapaksa would become the president by beating the NPP and the SJB. Another public meeting to consolidate the victory of Namal Rajapaksa was held in Alathgama town yesterday. Presidential candidate Namal Rajapaksa said that some have misunderstood several facts. One of them is the 13th Amendment. He said that clearly police powers would not be given. He added that some are trying to portray the fact that the 13th Amendment is racist in nature, but it is not so. He said that they are making such claims to fulfill political ambitions.
Presidential candidate Roshan Ranasinghe says 450,000 acres of state lands not being utilized for agricultural purposes would be handed over to young entrepreneurs for agricultural modernization. He reiterates that policies would be implemented enabling to have a high agricultural output from a small extent of land. Presidential candidate Roshan Ranasinghe said that the paddy marketing board would be strengthened. Initially, the government would purchase paddy under a guaranteed price. Accordingly, a kilo of nard paddy would be bought for 140 rupees and a kilo of samba paddy for 150 rupees. A kilo of kiri samba paddy would be purchased for 160 rupees. And Roshan Ranasinghe also said he would ensure that the local farmers would not come under the subjugation of the paddy mafia, and the state intervention would see that the paddy farmer would not become a prey of private paddy mafia. Ranasinghe also said that they would embark upon progressive measures to make it mandatory to have an undergrowth cultivation in every coconut plantation. There's a substantial amount of land which have not been used for agriculture. The 450,000 acres would be made available for young entrepreneurs to engage in modernizing activities.
And meanwhile, independent candidate Malvagadam Tilakaraj says he is presenting himself for the presidential election with the objective of safeguarding the welfare and the rights of the plantation community of the country. He has made these remarks delivering a special statement to the national television today. Presidential candidate Malvagadam Tilakaraj said that he is contesting the presidential election not with the aim of winning. He said that what he had to say is the plantation community in the country is been considered as the third-class citizen. They have been identified by the term Indian. He also said that he is contesting the poll with the hope of realizing how much priority is been given the policy makers on the state community, which is leading an extremely poor and burdened lifestyles. He also called upon the candidates to recognize plantation community as an ethnic group and the country to fulfill the services on behalf of the community by taking correct decisions.
දේශපාලන වශයෙන් ප්‍රතිපත්ති වශයෙන් ඒවයක් ඉටු වෙන්න ඕන කියන තේමාවෙන් චේතනාවෙන් කරන්න කියන ඉල්ලා හිටින්නට තමයි මගේ ඉදිරිපත් වීම මේ ජනාධිපතිවරණයේදී.
Senior announcer of the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation, Sujiva Haraschandra, has passed away. He was 59 years old at the time of his demise and was functioning as the controller of the commercial service.
මම මේ තරඟයට ඉදිරිපත්
Sujiva Haraschandra had joined the SRBC as a relief announcer of the Ruhuna service in 1986. He was regarded as the symbol of the news presentation. The remains of the late media person will be kept at a private funeral parlour in Borella until 10 a.m. tomorrow. The body is scheduled to be brought to Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation on Tuesday afternoon, and the final rites are also scheduled to be conducted at the Borella General Cemetery on the same day evening. Foreign news on the other side of this break.
Dua, did you brush your teeth?
Yes, ma'am.
Huta, is your school bag ready?
Yes, ma'am, ready.
Did you lock the gate?
Yes.
Did you all check for dengue mosquito breeding places?
Yes.
Then good night.
Good night.
Exactly. Every day, everybody. Focus for dengue control.
Welcome back with international news. And the $55 billion Bangladesh government industry is facing uncertainty after protests led to the ousting of the previous regime.
Factories are expected to shut down as workers who have been protesting for better wages continuing their demonstrations since last week. Over the past 3 decades, the apparel industry transformed Bangladesh from being one of the world's poorest to a lower middle-income nation. But the garment industry is now facing an unsettled future after workers of protests toppled the government in August. Hundreds of people were killed in the unrest and at least 4 factories were set alight while manufacturers struggled to operate under a nationwide internet blackout. Already some big brands have looked elsewhere for next season's clothes. Around 60 factories outside Dhaka are expected to be closed because of worker unrest. Staff have been protesting with various demands, including for better wages. The apparel industry community has claimed that the recent political unrest could result in a 10 to 20% drop in exports this year. Also, the fast fashion exports account for 80% of Bangladesh's export earnings. Even before the events of the past few months, Bangladesh's garment industry and its economy was severely affected from child labor scandals, deadly accidents and the COVID-19 pandemic's shutdown. Soaring prices have made manufacturing more expensive in Bangladesh amidst a slowing demand. Despite the past growth of the garment industry, many workers have struggled with pay well below the national minimum wage, prompting their involvement in the protest for better conditions and higher wages.
Welcome back with your sports update. And Aryna Sabalenka won her first US Open title as she put the disappointment of last year's final behind her to overcome the hope of Jessica Pegula. Sabalenka was seen smashing her racket on the floor of the locker room after losing the Flushing Meadows trophies to Coco Gauff in 2023. However, 12 months on, the Belarusian second seed earned redemption in New York, dropping to the floor in celebration after clinching a thrilling win over Pegula. It is the third Grand Slam singles trophy for Sabalenka after she successfully defended her Australian Open title in January. It has also continued her dominance on hard courts, with the win over Pegula extending her unbeaten run on the surface at major tournaments to 14 matches. For 6th seed Pegula, the wait for her first major title goes on, and playing in the first Grand Slam singles final, the 30-year-old was buoyed by a partisan crowd on Arthur Ashe Stadium and made a late surge to hold her. But Sabalenka fought back from 5-3 second set deficit before wrapping up victory to claim 2,000 ranking points and $3.6 million prize in money.
Sabalenka. 2 sets to learn. 7-5, 7-5.
She's wanted this so badly for so long in Aryna Sabalenka.
And with that, we conclude tonight's news. Do just tomorrow at the very same time. I'm Charita signing off with Kasuni. Stay safe. Good night.
Good night.